No.
Hello, everybody. Zero interest. What number are we
Kaiji,
on?
episode 12,
There it is.
Degradation.
What he said.
Yeah, I'm Zero, and
He's
this is
already in.
Casey, and Casey's Super Saiyan right now, as you can tell by his hair.
I think that's a 1 or 2 hairstyle.
It's one. It's not sharp enough for two.
Oh my god, everyone, stop asking me to update in the middle of recording. Jesus fuck.
So,
Hmm.
going back to Kaiji. So,
Yeah, that thing.
Kaiji is in the middle of the human horse race, and he's trying to quantify or justify pushing the other person and what that really means. This is a metaphor for life, man. If you don't
Yeah.
push, you'll be pushed. If you don't strike back, you'll be stricken or
It's
something.
a doggy dog world.
And we get some flashbacks to him as a student of him getting, beat up. Him watching as somebody else gets bullied. But you get the idea that he had a kind of a rough school life. And then maybe it's not really clear. All we have to work off are like a few images, but like 2 second scenes at most. And then he's like, well, I just gotta do it. I just gotta push. I just gotta push him. And then he sees the man in front of him is crying and shaking, and he's like, and the narrator's going all intense and be like, it's like an infant. He's a harmless crying baby. It's before your power or whatever. It's just like it's just like he's like in front of an infant that's in front of all these sharp, pointy rocks. It's just like, yeah, push the baby on the rocks. And he's like, I can't push. I can't push. And don't you push either, guy behind me. No push. No push. And guy's like, that's ridiculous. Push him already. I gotta win this. And then he goes to try to push Kaiji. Kaiji grabs his hand, and they struggle, and basically everybody gets knocked to where they're holding on to the beam, which disqualifies all three of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of tension here because I'm just like, is he gonna push? Oh no, he's not gonna push.
He's the good guy character. He's not,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's not gonna push. But if him pushing and dealing with the guilt after that would be an interesting thing. But at the end, he's the good guy, so he's not going to do it. He's not going to do the thing that would solve the soul.
Legitimize the dog eat dog world. Yes, I know that's the actual phrase. I was joking before.
Yeah.
It would legitimize that whole theme of this arc of you kill or be killed and all that stuff. But I'm not sure quite what message they're trying to send with Kaiji's character in particular in this case, because like he doesn't succeed in every
But he
situation
doesn't.
like this. He doesn't succeed because he refuses to step on anyone else.
It's the path of peaceful resistance,
Mm.
if that makes sense. That's the path that Kaiji walks. He's not going to surrender to the world, and he's not going to fight back, but he will stand his ground. And I think that's what the message is trying to get across with Kaiji. So thus, he's never really losing, and he's never really winning, but he's standing his ground and maintaining who he is.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. Everything's recording. So Kaiji gets sent to the disqualified room, with the victory room rather, with the
survivor room.
Yeah, the survivor room. Sahara and Ashita was his name.
I think so. That sounds right.
They both get first and second place respectively.
Mm-hmm.
All the other winners and disqualified people come in from the other races to the survivor room, but the last race only has one person who made it through.
Yeah, one survivor, which means not even people were disqualified. It's just everyone else fell. I would kind of like to see that race. Now that you mentioned this before, seeing all the other races, and yeah, in this case, I would probably have Be
Yeah,
interested to find out what happened there, especially with the guy's number being torn off. I assume someone tried to push him off, but just the thing ripped.
yeah. His battle will never be told. So yeah. So yeah, there's basically a second place prize that's just kind of floating around. Like, oh well, there's 10 million right here, and I don't know who to give it to. uh, so then he's like, well, okay, you guys want your money? I'm gonna lead you to where you can get your money.
Yeah,
So
they hand out envelopes for the
oh yeah,
winners, and Zahara opens his, and it's like 2,000 man yen ticket, 2,000, 10,000 yen ticket. So it's
yeah.
20
So,
million.
yeah, this is your ticket. You trade your ticket in, you get your money. It's simple as that. I'm going to take you to where you can get your ticket traded. It's like, all right. I mean, this is ridiculous that we just can't get the money, but fine, I'll deal with this. It's a lot of money. So it takes them over, and hey, it's the gray-haired guy from the ship. The
Tonegawa.
old, yeah, he's there, and he's like, well, you may want to check your tickets because there is a expiration on it. 1:30 a.m. About 2 hours from now. Which all the other guys are all raising a ruckus, and they're all being like, "Oh no, this is unfair. Oh no, we should just give us some money immediately after we win." And, he's like, "Well, I'll just take you to where, you can exchange that. Follow me." So they get up to the roof of this building, and he's like, so it's on the 22nd floor of this building. Unfortunately, the elevators are out. The emergency exits have been sealed. There's really no other way to get across it except this way. Snaps his fingers, and the horse racing? It's back. You get to go from one building to another, 22 floors up, and there's only two steel beams from one to the other, about the same length as the horse racing one, and they're electrified.
I'm pretty sure they're longer, actually. In this case, it's
said-
building to building. The previous ones
Yeah.
were...
He said it was about the same length.
Okay.
And they're also electrified, so if you touch them, you will fall and die.
They didn't establish that yet, but yes, that's the case.
Yeah, just establishing what they're going to be doing real quick. So he explains, what, did you guys think that you'd get money just from that 10 minutes of entertainment to those people at the party? No, man, if you're going to be going for 10, 20 million, that's something that somebody works their entire life to save up, like the average person.
I have to wonder how the value of the yen actually works in Japan. You can do currency conversions and everything, but how much does a house, for example, actually cost in Japan?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you think about a house just in California, it's ridiculously priced.
That's California, as in, the economic center of one of the superpowers of the globe.
Yeah, I know. So,
So-
my concept of how much a house is worth is very distorted. So
Yeah, my concept is about 100 grand would probably get you a house. Well,
yeah,
it would have done when housing prices were sane, but we're in a bit of a housing bubble right now.
Yeah, it's about 4 or 5 times that for California, at least.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can get slightly cheaper. I don't know much about the housing market, just how much some houses are worth.
Yeah, but my point was, 100,000, 200,000. Saving up, sure, I guess would take quite a while, I guess.
That's the nest egg for this person who spends their whole life working but never really advancing to a much higher position.
Yeah, I mean, he does describe them as elites, and the people that literally worked the absolute hardest, got into, the best high schools, then the best universities, and got top grades so they could go into a great company at a decent position and then work higher from there. if that's the scenario he's painting for all the people that work the absolute hardest, then yeah, they would be doing a lot better than 100,000, 200,000 after 20 years of working, I'd have thought.
I think that he's not telling the whole kind of story. He's painting it to fit his own like message he wants to get across.
Yeah, he's painting it to fit a narrative of
Yeah.
no one succeeds and gets this amount of money in like a year or a week or
Yeah.
a night. Like you guys are having the chance.
This is you working until you're 40,
Yeah.
working hard. And you guys are all just a bunch of scumbags who just sit around and do nothing all day, never studied, never worked hard a day in your life.
I was talking about those amazing people that work incredibly hard. You guys did fuck all, so you're never seeing this kind of money in any other situation.
Unless you risk your life. And that's what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And Kaiji's immediately like, yeah, I'll do it.
Yep.
Sahar's like, what? No, but I gotta do this. This is my only option. I don't have to push anyone. Again, it's not a competition. This one's just make it to the other side. That's all you gotta do.
This is the only circumstances you're in your entire life where you will not have to push someone else out of the way to succeed.
And so it's a chance I have to take. So that kind of spurs on some other people around him who are just like, yeah, I'll do it. Sahara's like, fine, I'll do it. And Ishida also joins in. So you have about 8 people doing this, trying to get from one side to the other. That's, funnily enough, 4 for each one, since there's 2 beams leading across, if they want to play it like that. Technically speaking, there should be like 9 winners from those races, right? Because there are 5 races.
Yeah.
So not all the winners did it.
I suppose not. I mean, I wasn't paying that much attention to the numbers of people, so I'll have to take your word for it.
Yeah, because there are 5 races, so 9 winners because there wasn't a second winner on the last one.
Yeah, so it should be 10 people if everyone went, but they weren't, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and Kaiji also said, if I cross it, will you give me the 10 million? That's just kind of left sitting there. And he's like, well, we do like the bold, the brave who forge ahead.
I think my subtitle for it was heroes make their own path or something along those lines.
Yeah, he's doubling down on Brave Men Road in my thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, gotta make it across, and if you fall, you die.
Yeah. Yep.
Because this is going to be between buildings, the wind is going to be way worse.
Yep.
And I think that's something that they're going to have to deal with, because just even like you see professionals who go and do like stunts, like balancing acts on buildings or rooftops and stuff, because that's a thing in this crazy twisted world. They always have to. They're always talking about how they have to worry about the wind the most.
Yeah, again, it's that Mario Party minigame with the crossing the canyon.
You can equate most things to Mario Party, if you really think about it. Life is just like Mario Party. Sometimes you get screwed over and you get your stars stolen and you don't know how. It just happens in a turn.
I have to stop the video again because someone just knocked on my door. And we're back again. So
yeah. There's going to be a few more cuts than we expected in this episode.
Yep. Okay. Where were we?
Yeah, basically they're all going to start trying to cross this thing.
Yeah.
This episode, Kaiji doesn't fail to surprise me. And I had a feeling there'd be more because it just seemed it would be over too quick with just that. But I like the fact that they're going between buildings with it being electrified. The electrified part is what really sells me on this one. Because it's like, yeah, no, this is dangerous, and you can't just do my scoot across method with arms crossed over without hands actually touching it that I was thinking of in the last one.
I suppose Kaiji might be able to, because I have a feeling he's wearing a leather jacket. I feel like that jacket's probably
Yeah,
leather. So maybe.
yeah, maybe, but like at the same time, if your chin or neck touches it, it would be awful.
Hmm.
So like that wouldn't work. But there's a variety of methods you could take to try to get across this. I feel.
Oh.
Yeah, really interested to see how this plays out, and if people are going to be pushing despite everything.
I'm going to say I wasn't as much a fan of the sound design in this episode, personally.
Yeah, it wasn't as on point as it's been, but was still okay.
Mm. I mean, they made use of the offbeat choir again, and then it transitioned into a weirdly upbeat seeming sort of semi-rock song kind of thing that didn't fit the scenario at all. And then also, while they were doing the showing of what they're going to be doing for the second part, there was the sound effect, which I will forever know as the Magic Carpet 2 haste spell sound effect, the whoosh kind of sound effect. Just everywhere, but I just can only remember it as that because that was part of my childhood. So that was weird hearing that again. Also, it doesn't sound good because it's like a low bitrate sound effect from like the 90s.
Well, it's fine. I wasn't too bothered by it. But, yeah. Kaiji still taking that 9. Because it's, I'm entertained.
Good lord, my hair.
Yes, I know, you're a Super Saiyan.
It's like a mane right now.
Okay. You know, you can talk about your narcissistic tendencies later. For now, we're going to say goodbye to everyone. Like this episode, a few problems with sound design, but writing-wise, it's still pretty on point. So we'll see you guys next time.
Yay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.